team of gold. Everybody knows us, we call Millwall. Let them come, let them come, let them come. Let them all come down to the dance. It's Saturday in Colchester Lane, we've all come down to cheer. We've had our jelly deals and our glass of beer. Come rain or shine all the time, our families will bring. And as the lads run on the pitch, everyone will sing. Let them come, let them come, let them come. Let them all come down to the den. Let them come, let them come, let them come. We'll only have to beat them again. It's the best team in London, no, the best team of gold. Everybody knows us, we're called Millwall. Let them come, let them come, let them come. Let them all come down to the dance. It's Saturday in Colchester Lane, we've all come down to cheer. We've had our jelly deals and our glass of beer. Come rain or shine all the time, our families will bring. And as the lads run on the pitch, everyone will sing. Let them come, let them come, let them come. Let them all come down to the den. Let them come, let them come, let them come. We'll only have to beat them again. It's the best team in London, no, the best team of gold. Everybody knows us, we're called Millwall. Let them come, let them come, let them come. Let them all come down to the den. Let them all come down to the den.
Good evening. How the fuck are you? 87 people already in the live stream. Good evening. Welcome. It's been another hot one today, and the comments are already firing away. Lucas, right, Moo, Frankie, Cole Bracey, Lee Snell, another Frankie, John Duffin, Teddy Davis. How are you, mate? David Martin. John Duffin's going for a 3-1 Millwall win. Faded Govoir. Good evening. How are you? Sorry, I keep looking up like this because I've managed to rig it to my television. However, it's just getting the loading sign. Has anyone else's stream started yet? Because mine, as of yet, has not. 100 people already in the stream. Sir Stephen Ov, good to see you, mate. Well, I can't actually physically see you, but you know what I'm saying. Thanks for tuning in. Good evening, Luke. I'm very well, thank you, Mark. Charles, good evening. How are we, kids? How are we? Let's fly straight into things. Let's not mess around. We are 25 minutes away from kickoff. I feel like I've got less to say these days. I used to do like sometimes turn an hour on before, and that's dwindling for me. Maybe I'm getting quite a old age. Impossible. Here is today's squad on the screen. As you can see, it's George Long in goal. Murray Wallace is playing left wing back. Sean Hutchinson, Jake Cooper, and Charlie Creswell. Oh, actually, I've done that wrong, haven't I? I've done it wrong. Look, here's our squad to face Colchester tonight. George Long, Murray Wallace, Sean Hutchinson, Jake Cooper, Ben Walker-Foby, Billy Mitchell, Tyler Bury, Charlie Creswell, Ryan Leonard, Mason Bennett, and George Saville, with the quizmaster, the luckiest footballer in the world, Ryan Sanford, on the bench, along with Bolkowski. Then he made Namara on the bench. What do you make of that one? George Evans, Zion Fleming also on the bench, Isaac Alafe. It's so small, I can't see it. Scott Malone, Alex Mitchell, Hayden Muller, George Honeyman, and Bessart Topoliginio. What does that mean in terms of team lineup? Well, here is tonight's team lineup. This is not going to work on my TV, or is it not going to work on my TV? Fingers crossed. Anyway, this is what I think the starting lineup's going to be. George Long in goal, 3 centre-backs, Cooper, Hutchinson, Creswell, Ryan Leonard, right wing back, if I'm saying it properly. Murray Wallace, left wing back, George Saville and Billy Mitchell in the centre midfield, with Tyler Bury in a 10 and Mason Bennett and Benik Afobe as the central strikers. If the formation at Dartford and at Palace is anything to go by, I've got a feeling he might have gone 3 up top there tonight and gone with the 2 wide men. Maybe Bennett left, Afobe central, and Tyler Bury on the right. They like to interchange, don't they? Time will tell. Time will tell. Daniel Ollier, good evening. A big change at half time. You're guessing, Charles? Yeah, I would think so, mate. And next game after this is on Wednesday, and that is at home in the Husky Derby to the other team, the Husky sponsor. I'm not sure what they're called, if I'm honest. Yeah, I'm good. Fury, Martin, thank you. Is it your first name? Is that a real name? 165 in the stream. It'd be embarrassing if I didn't get a game on, wouldn't it? But at the minute, my TV thing is just loading like this. So let me know if you can, or you already have your live stream rocking and rolling. Let me know. Cole Bracey, good evening. 3-0 up the line, says Daniel Riggs. Kieran Cobbs, 3-1. There's a lot of threes in this scoreline. Good evening, son. Cheers, Frank Butcher. What am I drinking tonight? Well, I went to Sainsbury's earlier to buy a, what's the cable called? HDMI 1. So I could try to watch it on my big TV. Because I've got 2 laptops and one of the screens is broke. So while I was down there, I thought, oh, they sell cheap beers in there. So I got 12 Star of Brahmans for £11. That is a steal. But as you can see by the back end of this one, it's just thawing out now. They were borderline frozen. I think I just salvaged them before the point of no return. So I'll be enjoying a few of these. I've not had my dinner yet, although I did just have a bag of Pickled Onion Space Raiders. And I'll be hopefully eating afterwards and celebrating. People saying 3-0, 3-0, 3-1. Harry Bowden and Julie Bowden, how are you, mate? Hope you're well. Paul Monkhouse. No, it's Paul Whitehouse was the comedian, wasn't it? And didn't Andy Monkhouse, wasn't he an ex-footballer? Maybe you're a combination of both. Maybe you're a comedian and footballer. Frankie Fanning. I always think you sound like a jockey. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's Joe Fanning. We are in our away kit today, Dan. The away kit, I believe, is black and red stripes, and the third kit is all yellow. Rumour has it. Alan Smith broke the mould. He's gone for a 4-0 Mill win. Alfred Dempsey, 3-0. Freddie's Pulin, the dictator, is delayed at an airport. Not better way to kill the time than watching this live. Yeah. What airport you at, mate? Where you off to? Are you coming? Are you going? You're either going in excitement or you're in all sorts of pain considering your life options and choices, staring at the floor somewhere thinking, why did I go to IB for all this time? So, yeah, there you go. That's news. What do you know? What do you want to know? We did sign a player today, didn't we? And I couldn't remember what his name is, to be honest with you. But he's a youngster that's joined the under-23s. He's joined the under-23s from Mansfield. So I'm assuming he's playing for Mansfield's first team. Who knows? Who knows? I decided against going tonight. A little bit of a trek for me to Colchester, and I went to Dartford, and Dartford was carnage. So I thought, what better way to enjoy your Friday night than sitting with you lot? 169 of you currently in the stream. And hopefully watch us banging a few goals. Tyler Bury's being back for a couple there from Jamie Choate. Hope your old man's good. Fog TV. Fog TV? Teabag TV. That's better than Fog TV. And listen, this is why you are a nutcase, because what nutcase? You've what's that off? Right, nutcase? You've already got your tickets for Stoke. That is fucking mental, bruv. But there we go. That's all the news. Yeah, I'm all over it. Do you know what? I started drinking. I drank one by accident. I went to the Gaucho Grill, and I asked for a beer. They gave me one ice cold Estrella, and then they brought over another one. It tasted like the best thing I've ever tasted in my life, but it wasn't the same thing. So I pulled the waiter and I said, what's that beer? And he went, I'm really sorry, I'll change it. And I said, no, don't change it. Just keep bringing more. But what is it? He said, that's our IPA. So I started drinking IPA. Now, I've had a couple of IPAs in pubs, and if you have it as a pint, they can be a little bit flat, and I can't deal with flat beer like Guinness, and I know Guinness isn't officially a beer. But the IPA, the Brewdog, the Punk IPA, love it. So I've been drinking a lot of that and a lot of red wine. Picture of health that I am. But if I have to revert back to the normal beer, Star of Prama's nice, and I stole a glass from what's it called? The Hollywood Bowl at the O2 Arena. Just grasped myself up there. Which my 8-year-old son was most impressive, by the way. That I walked out one of the big Star of Prama, and with the big handles on them. Beautiful. A good glass makes your beer just taste better, doesn't it? Why is it? Is it me? I'm not wrong, am I? I'm not wrong. Sven Nevin, The Mountain. Lazy Jane. Who's Jane? No, I know what Lazy Jane is. Good evening, Sven. I've just done that one. Lazy Jane. Teabag. Yeah, okay. I've just remembered now. Teabag TV. Ted, I'm in that box that I was in for one game where I sat behind all 6'5" of you, with your curly blonde hair. I'm there all season next season. And as I walked in that day, you went, yeah, mate, that's my nephew. And he's the one who calls you abuses me, you teabag TV. And I was going to punch him in the face, but no one really. He's only about 14. Yeah, Honeyman and Fleming both on the bench. Fleming will definitely play tonight. Of course, he didn't play against Dartford due to his work permit not turning up on time. I'm getting a slightly bit worried about this. This game not coming on. I can't lie to you, but I'm always prepared, so don't worry, to go down a different option. It's not coming on for me. I don't know what's going on with it, but it's not coming on this TV screen. Good job, really, because you have to look up my nose all night. It's up there. And you don't want to look up that car crash, let me tell you. Anyway, Liam Buxton's going for a 5-0 tonight. You are you're mad, bruv. You're fucking chicken oriental. 200 people in the live stream, and I'm answering questions like this. How tall are you? And how old are you? Okay, it's a bit weird. But I'm 42 years old, unfortunately, and I'm 5'11". I wish I was 6'4", 6'5" with this guy, because it might even my frame out a little bit, because I'm currently as wide as I am high. But there you go. Who needs Jed when the Bermondsey Burkamp is in town? Millwall for the playoffs this year. Danny boy, come on, you Lions. I love the optimism, mate. Love the optimism. Nutcase, you can't wait for the season, mate. I can't wait. I feel like it's already sort of begun. Of course, we've got 4 new players here, and I just reminded me, I don't know why. Gary Rowett did say he was expecting our 5th signing to be through the door today, but it didn't happen, did it? So I don't know but before today. So maybe that one's hit a snag. I was expecting it to be Jamie Shackleton from Leeds. Don't know where he's gone. Maybe he didn't fancy it. I don't know. And now apparently we're after Nathan Byrne. I've seen that as well. Ellis Sims, the Everton striker, is another name that we've been linked with. But nothing yet. But yes, I feel like the season's already sort of started. It was chaos at Dartford the other night. There was 100 people off of... I feel like I'm going to sneeze. There were 100 people off of capacity. That was crazy. And I think that capacity got reached because I feel a few might have snuck in through the back door because there was a lot of people there. Wasn't the best game, but we got a clean sheet, which is the main thing. 2 goals. And look at this guy. We're officially friends, Trev. I got a tap on the shoulder. Going, oh, mate, you should be drinking. You should be on the jam shed. There we go. IPA is my go-to, Dan. We'll have to exchange notes. I'll exchange my £5 notes for your crisp 50s, Trev, if you're up for that. But nice to meet you the other night, Trev. Top man. Jamie Cho, what are you saying? My old man watches all the streams, but he doesn't get the option to type on the Charlie's iPad. So shout out to the old man. He did used to have, didn't he? He's got a new iPad, and he can't work it. Can't work that new iPads. Yeah, they could well be. Crimes against the bowling alley. There you go. And my 8-year-old son was an accomplice. Probably shouldn't steal stuff when you're with your children, should you? But I don't steal stuff regularly. Probably the first thing I've stolen, to be honest. Just really wanted that glass. 237. I'm confessing all my sins. Gary Bartholomew. Good evening, Frankie. Dan, you are lazy. I was waiting on Wednesday. Says Frankie. What are you going to say? I don't know. Dan, you are lazy. I was waiting on Wednesday. Okay. You clearly think you know me, but you don't. Okay. This is not going to work, mate. Bloody hell. Right. Well, that's a shame, but don't worry. We can still watch the game on alternative devices. There you go. Apparently it is the law that if a pint is more than a £5, then you are officially allowed to steal the glass. So there you go. I added the Staro Prime one to the mini Peroni and San Miguel ones I've got downstairs. I actually got bought them ones though. Aaron Dickens, you reckon 5 tonight? You and your old man, 5-0. Well, Dartford lost 6-1 to Charlton, didn't they? We only beat Charlton Dartford 2-0. We always beat Charlton. We only beat Dartford 2-0. I didn't think Dartford looked too bad, to be honest, in the first half especially. And then Colchester then played Charlton. I saw Colchester were 2-1 up quite early, but I didn't see the end score. So if we're scoping it from that, we should be all right tonight, hopefully. How are you, Dan? Always love the notifications. Always leave the notifications on for the commentary. Oh, legend, mate. Well done. Well done. Frankie Fanning convinced 5 of my mates to do a 4-hour round trip to watch the opening game. I thought, 4-hour round trip. At first, I'm thinking you're coming from like Manchester or something. If you're doing 4-hour round trip, you're doing 2 hours each way. That could be, fuck me, from where I'm currently living, out of here soon, thank God. That could be a 4-hour round trip for me to get there and back. Where are you travelling in from, you jockey, on horseback? The kickoff is in 12 minutes, and as it stands, my HDMI cable that cost me £6 is wired into my TV in this little spare room, and it's not loading up. So I'm in all sorts of trouble, but I will sort it out. Don't worry. Oh, the stream is still not up yet. Okay, is the stream still not up? Is that what people are telling me? Because it's Millwall TV and all that, because we're now doing the commentary and the interviews, I assumed that was going to be the case. I will be doing that quite a lot tonight. I do apologise. Look like a serial killer then. Anyway, what are you all drinking tonight? What's happening? Who's had their dinner? Who's having a takeaway whilst watching football? Oh, they're as cold as ice, they are. And I am willing to sacrifice. Oh, Stephen, legend. Okay. It's good enough for you. It's good enough for me. Solo build of 3-1. Frankie, you're going for... Is Mars deceiving me there? You actually saying... Oh, no. You actually are saying 8-0. The stream's not working. Okay, so it's not me. That's good. I didn't waste £6. 6-0 tonight. There's a lot of people going... Soccer King, I'm 5'9". Okay, so I clearly have the height advantage. What's your reach, mate? Fuck. Oh. Haha, you crack me up. A bit weird, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I'm a bit weird as well. That's why I enjoy the weird chat. Well, I thought nutcase. I thought that was a song. Like my old man said, be a West Ham fan. I said, F off, bollocks, you're an SCUNT. But your granddad actually used to be, and you convinced him for a laugh. Oh, God. Don't tell people that when you get down there. You might have to show people you are a nutcase. You might have to prove yourself more than just a name. Millwall playoff confirmed. Confirmed. Well, let's get you in a spelling test, but I think you mean confirmed. It's not confirmed yet. Listen, let's not get overexcited. We've done some very good business in the transfer window. However, we've bought 4 players. One, Afobe, was already here last season. The other one's never played in English football before. And the other one, the centre-half, has never played in the Championship before. The only one we've got, well, Afobe's proven in the Championship, and Honeyman. So we still need a few more in. I believe... If you are late to the party, I am going to show you the squad all over again. I'll let you sit on that one for a second while I just sit here and worry about whether the stream's going to come on or not. Lots of subs, so expect changes. Is anyone there that should be there and isn't? I mean, 2 goalkeepers on the bench. Never had anything like it in my life. And that equates to, in terms of cognito ergo sum, you do the math. There's tonight's starting 11. 250 people in the live stream. We did hit a grand total of 10,200 and something, I think, in the live stream the other day. So really appreciate the support. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we are absolutely hurtling through the hundreds at the minute. I'm getting up 100 subscribers every 3 days. And we're nearly at 17.9 now. We're about 30 short of that. So we should go into the season. We will go into the season with 18K, and that'll be lovely. Oh, there's a lot of comments as well. I haven't said it yet, but we'll say it as well while you're watching. Super chats are open. You can donate to the channel via the comment section if you so wish. If you do, you get one of them. And then we go again. You can check out our clothing, Terrace Cole. I'm not wearing it tonight, but it's good gear. You can get 15% off all that with the discount code Lions TV at checkout. You can become a Patreon. But the important thing is here is you subscribe. Terry Woods, I remember, mate. I hope you're getting better, mate. We did have a chat at Reading, and you had a massive bet on, and I had a small bet on, and I think we was both getting fucked over by the same team with me on that day. Was it Sheffield Wednesday? But yeah, good to meet you, mate. 50 years, man and boy. Get well soon, Tel. Oh, well, yeah, not a nice one, Steve. Thank you for that. Yeah, the Anoraks beat Colchester 4-2. I'm wondering why this stream still hasn't started. Because kickoff is it's still 7 minutes away, I suppose. But there you go. Jaden Soberi, that's a good name. Millwall 4, Fleming 2 off the bench, like that. Zampa the Lion, I am good, mate. Thank you very much. Am I going to the fans forum, Charm? No, I won't be going to the fans forum on the account of no one likes me. No, I'm joking. It's just not my sort of thing, mate, to be honest with you. I was going to say it's a busybody thing. It's not a busybody thing, but it's just not my sort of thing. Fair play to the people that do go. But no, it's not for me, mate, that. I like to lay in the shadows, create a YouTube video, drop the bomb, and then just fuck off out of it and watch you all argue about it or have a pop at me in the comments. Which is, by the way, something I'm lying there. I don't ever, very rarely do I check the comments anymore. This is a one that I did have a chat with Sparky in the comments the other day. I haven't said I don't never respond to him. So my mate said something, if you watch my last video, to do with 2 W's in one day, the last video I sort of edited and put out, not our tip-top time hop stuff. My mate said, here we go. There's nearly 4,000 people we went there the other day. He went, if that was at the Den, there'd be about 1,500. I said, yeah, that's right. He says, just think, if we move the ground, and he didn't say he wanted to move the ground, and I'm not saying I want to move the ground because that's where I was born. Waterloo was where I was born. My family are from Peckham and Camberwell, and I love going back in. You know, I know people like to say Wellings in Kent. It's a whole fucking 20-minute drive from the ground, but my mate just said it's an interesting argument that there was nearly 4,000 people at Dartford. There's an argument as well that a lot of them would have been Dartford fans, but if that game was at the Den, there'd have been about 1,500 people there, and that wasn't how it panned out. And obviously, with a new training ground, there's talk of some people saying there's a lot of land there, and eventually the club is whispers, there's rumours. Again, I don't know anything concrete. I think the club would be mad to move from where they are. But how many people, this is the long story short. Sorry, short story, extremely long. This is where I was getting to with this chat, is how many people actually go now? Do you come from, and just this is your options. I was going to put this as a poll on Twitter, but I thought I'd get too much hate, so I'll shoot myself and change my mind. Where'd you come from to watch the games at the Den? Do you come from Bermondsey or within 5 miles? Do you come from one of the London boroughs, such as Bexley, Bromley, like on the outskirts, or do you come from further afield? Because I reckon a good 70% of our fan base now come in from Bromley, Bexley. And by Bexley, I mean the borough of Bexley, so Welling, Bexley Heath, Blackfen, Sidcup. As I look, here we go. And the Medway towns, which is where I currently live. Yeah, cheers, Sir Stephenov. I got it. Damn poor are you, mate? There you go. This guy's a wealth of knowledge, and he's fantastic at graphics as well. He's an all-round good guy. Oh, wait, mate. Yeah, I saw your post the other day on Twitter, and I thought, I've not spoken to Dan in a while. I wonder where he is. So there you go, mate. I hope you're well, and here you are. But you're letting me know the T's and C's. Stream is organised by Colchester. Okay. Fair enough, mate. I did think originally that's what it would be, but then with the Crystal Palace, you had Max McLennan and Cole Bates having a right chat, doing interviews. And I thought, maybe we're going to get the full Millwall TV service tonight. But it was not to be. Kent. Bexley, you've seen Kent because I grew up in Welling. You grew up in Bexley, but you now live in Surrey, you fucking rich bastard. You're nice. Kent, Medway. Chazzo Luke breaks the mould. It says Northampton. James Dudley, Bromley, chanced over me. I knew that was coming. Amsterdam. Hertfordshire. Whereabouts in Hertfordshire are you out? No, Hertfordshire quite well. I work in Hertford Town Centre. I used to call it Hertford. But they corrected me and say, no, it's Hertford. Essex. Peckham. Bromley. Maidstone, Ricky. You might see me out and about, mate. Get down that restaurant. What's it called? The French one we went to. Not Pierre's, was it? Really nice restaurant in Maidstone. Medway. Fredericks. Go to Fredericks, Rick, if you like a drop of steak. Beautiful. Dave Martin, New Cross. Lewisham. Kent. Dagenham, Essex. Southampton? That's a mish. Swale. Where the fuck is Swale? Kent. I know the Swale Garage near Slade Green. Croydon. Milton Keynes. Medway. Elton, bruv. He's proper wall. Swindon. West London. Bearsted. Oh, nice. Just up the road from me. Buckhurst Hill. Yeah. Bromley, Kent. Orpington. I was going to tell about another nice restaurant there, but fat people shouldn't keep mentioning restaurants. But there's a really nice little pizza restaurant in Alpine High Street that I sometimes go to. And you can get a pizza, right? And then in the middle of the pizza, you get like this mad chicken salad as well, like cooked chicken salad. What was that one called? Who? Amano. Yeah. Amano in Alpine High Street. It don't look much when you go in there. Anyway, let's talk about food. Anyway, the teams are on the pitch. I'm thinking about food. There has been a donation. And Stephen Ball, you are a good man. Thank you so much. Steve, this shout, where are you coming in from, Stephen, to watch the games? Let me know, brother, because I'm very, very interested in you all. Down to one bar on the Wi-Fi. That's just life, isn't it? Right. We are playing in our home kit tonight for those who are wondering what's going on. Trying to move back a bit, so I'm not doing that. But we are playing in our home kit, which is a little bit of a colour clash, I'm not going to lie. We're in dark blue. They're, of course, in like a lighter blue with white stripes, very similar to Brighton's kit. North Devon. I'll tell you what. I'm a well-travelled man. I worked in North Devon for 9 months once in a little village called Westward Ho, tiny place, which is near Bideford and Barnstable. Lovely part of the world. Essex, Stephen Banks. Shepherd's Bush. South London. Benenden, Kent, also not that far from me. The game's underway. I'd love to know who you're all from, but send it on a postcard. The game is underway. Jake Cooper is on the ball early doors. Playing along the back line. Charlie Creswell works it so much better on this bigger screen. You can see who the players are today. Creswell's long ball is blocked for a throw-on, which Ryan Enid will take bang on halfway. And he is, as I said earlier, he is playing at right wing back. Creswell goes for the big long dive. I've seen a few of them on his show reel. That one doesn't actually reach its target. The loose ball is picked up by Billy Mitchell. Mitchell to Wallace, to Cooper. Creswell's on the march again. Checks back. Comes back. Millwall being very, very patient with their build-up. I don't think Colchester has touched the ball yet, although we're not really threatening, if I'm honest. Not really threatening. It's early days yet. First half. There's no clock on the screen, so I can't tell you how long's gone. I can tell you Cooper's knocked one forward. It's brought down by Tyler Bury, miscontrols it, cleared by Colchester, picked up by Ryan Leonard, does well, heads it back to Cresswell, demands the ball back, gets it back, head up, looking to clip one in the box, which he does. Afobe chests it down on the edge of the box to Tyler Bury, who plays it wide to Murray Wallace. Mitchell now on the ball. The line's trying to find a little bit of space. Ball in from Big Bad Muzzer. Not a bad one, back post. And the number 18, who is Ryan Leonard, was arriving. I must have this fucking telly on my CD, don't I? It's not I. Costa del Forest Hill, Peter Sullivan's from. Western-super-Mare. Canterbury. Hastings. It's all good. Near Warrington. Jesus, wet. Goal kick taken by the Colchester keeper. Goes long, bounces over lots of bodies, and eventually, after a couple of defenders' touches, ends up back with George Long in the Millwall goal. No Bolkowski tonight. No Fleming. No Honeyman. No McNamara. They're all on the bench. Someone did mention, by the way, the only one that isn't on the bench there is Bradshaw, so maybe a slight niggle or finally. I only did this just to find out where you live, Trev, so we can be friends. Ashdown Forest, East Sussex. Is that near Ryatal? Or is that near Norvium? I think we've had this chat. My brother lives in Norvium. That is in the fucking sticks. Millwall completely dominating possession at the minute. Nice ball from Creswell. Rolls it into Bennett, who tried to turn but miscontrolled it. Ryan Leonard now on the ball. Back to Creswell. My feet is buried in a river of Dishal notes. Oh no, and the fucking stream is Vladimir glitch going on me. Don't Vladimir on me. Don't Vladimir. Clipped up the line. Bennett tries to win the header. Doesn't manage to do so. Nicely recovered in there by... I'm not sure who it was. I won't lie. Great ball over the top. Afobe's in on goal. Chance for 1-0. I tell you what, the defender done really well to get back at him. Defender did really well to get back at him. And the chance was thwarted. There you go. It's a good word, scoring Scrabble. Thwarted. Corner to the Lions. Good ball over the top. I won't lie, I didn't see who knocked the ball. It happened very, very quickly. And as we know at the minute, still no names on the backs of the players' shirts. I've also noticed we've got that Mason scaffolding on the back. It comes quite low. So I don't know how they're going to cover that. Anyway, corner for the Lions. Left foot, George Saville, back post. Cooper's there. Holds his head in his hands, Cooper. Just couldn't get enough on it. And it will be a goal kick to... John Digo was in the chat. How are you, mate? Anyone want to tell him? I mean, it's not just preparation. This is, you're 9 months too late, mate. iFollow's not even a thing anymore. iFollow's not even been a thing. Keith Lancaster, you're a good man. Thanks for your kind donation. Dish out. I'm sorry that the gun didn't respond how it should have done. It was off to a fly last week. Bennett. It was Bennett, was it? Nice. Good to hear it, John. Good to hear it. Hope you're well, mate. Mitchell on the ball. Was that Mitchell on the ball? No, it wasn't. Here's the skipper on it, Sean Hutchinson. Oh, he gets caught on the ball. I tell you what, he might not got away out of the championship. I see a couple of things on Saturday and I thought, Tuesday against Dartford. And I thought, oh, you might not have got away with that in the league, but we're playing lower level opposition tonight. Ryan Leonard tries to kind of run down the line, and I think he's run that out of play, if I'm honest. His telly's really good. It's just a little bit high for my liking. But I will be moving soon. The final move of the Chaos Is My Life. Moved about 15 times in the last 2 years, it feels like. But I will be plotted soon, and I will get all the stuff up behind me again. Proper decent set. I'm going to have a proper office when I moved. It's only a one-bed flat. I'm not even going to have a bedroom. I'm just going to have an office. Oh, I'm joking, obviously. It's going to be a fucking mansion. Great run by Billy Mitchell. Going down the line, crossed into the box, and the keeper comes out and saves it. Catches it nicely. It's been all Millwall so far. Good ball over the top. Thanks to Steve for letting me know it's from Mason Bennett. I thought his touch was good, and it just seemed to be a little bit. The guy just got back out a bit. He just couldn't get at his feet. But that's been the closest we've come so far, and a header wide as well from Jake Cooper. From a corner, from a George Saville corner. The ball was hung up. Mark Brewster, you absolute gentleman. There you go. Fucking hell. Thanks for your kind donation, mate. Really appreciate it. Oh, by the way, those I asked in the last live stream, I said I might set up a membership this year. So you're going to get you'll have to pay for the live streams, only £1 a game. And then I said, I'm not going to do that because I don't want to do that to people. But people said, I'll set them up anyway. I'm going to all sign up, which I did and no one did. So memberships are now available on the channel. If you do want to sign up, it's just to support the channel. You're not going to get locked out of any videos. But it is there if people do want to, instead of donating occasionally or not donating at all, you might want to keep it that way. But if you do ever want to contribute, you can get a membership for like £2 a month. And that helps me out. I won't lie. David Martin, Wagwan Big D. You've been watching too much of the Outlaws. Any news on our away kit? No. I got told the away kit was red and black, very similar to Bournemouth, very similar to, of course, I actually had that out yesterday on my old shirts, didn't I? The Captain Morgan red and black, and then our third kit is all yellow. But nothing on that day for a minute, and nothing, Lucas, on it seems to have gone quiet. I said I was expecting him through the door. But as we saw with Ollie Burke, things change in football. I did say that. And it come from Gary Wright's mouth that he expects us to have this fifth signing in place by the time we play tonight, and that hasn't happened. So it does just show you that things can change in football. But I'm pretty sure we'll get other players in. I think it's getting to a little bit crunch time now, though. We need to get him in sharpish. Because the season isn't a million miles away. MFC's he's on his shit. He knows he's shit, this guy. Released on the 23rd of July, the away kit. Week before. So you can all go to the den. What are you showing me? Paul Ryder. Yeah. Oh, shit. Paul Ryder from the Happy Mondays has died, unfortunately. I thought it was Sean Ryder.
Oh, they've got it wrong.
They've got it wrong. Showed me a post and he said, R.I.P. Paul Ryder. And I was like, the fuck's Paul Ryder? That's Sean Ryder.
His brother, sorry.
Oh, it's his brother. Oh, sorry. Sean and Paul. Throw on to the Lions. Out on the left-hand side, it's going to be taken by Murray Wallace. Jake Cooper randomly plays a 1-2 with him on the left wing. And he's got back to Billy Mitchell. Helps one into the box. Nice ball from Mitchell. Headed away. Only as far as Mason Bennett. Lovely play from... Oh, it wasn't Mason Bennett. What am I talking about? It was Ryan Leonard. And it's really good play. He played a 1-2. I think it was with Bury. Then he continued his run. And he went aside for home. Geezer's come in, tackled him. Just as he was about to unload on the goal. You do get the sense it is only a matter of time now. But really good play from the boys. The ball comes to Mitchell. Murray Wallace threw it. Jake Cooper's volleyed it back to him. They're both up on the left wing just for the crack. And then it went to Billy Mitchell and it was bobbling awkwardly. So Billy just sort of helps it into the box. A really clever ball. Here comes the corner. Saville far post. Cooper's underneath it again. It's going to drop it to him, is it? Ball still not clear. Colchester to get it away. Here comes Mitchell again. He's on the gallop here. Go on then, Bill. Fucking hit one. Oh, it's gone about 9 foot over the bar. Rush of blood to the head, young Billy. No, Billy. So they gave the number 10 shirt to Mason Bennett. And then Fleming went, I want the 10. So they said, sorry, Benno. Sorry, Benno. So they took it back off him. And Fleming had it. Afobe now wears 7. I'm not sure if you're insulting me or complimenting me, Jerry Manilow. As Barry, by the way. Comedy channel. I'll take it. Goal kick from Colchester. It's been all Millwall so far. Chances for Ryan Leonard, Benik Afobe, Jake Cooper, and Billy Mitchell. Was a long distance one. Wasn't really that much of a chance. When are we going fishing in Maidstone then, Dan? Ooh. I'm really enjoying Wylands at the minute down here, Battle, Great Lakes. I'm drinking Slowro Pramen, by the way, for those asking. I bought 12 and I do plan to drink the fucking lot. What about that? What? Fair enough. Oh, Stephen Ball. You're a top man. You shouldn't be giving me money. You should be saving it for yourself. What a night you're having. Then I come from Elton. I've just had my Chinese. That's a whole nother chat we need to have one day. There you go. Just got to give it a little tap. Really are. Just got to give it a little tap. Donations are flying. The Lions are flying. But as of yet, we have not scored a goal. Here we are again on the ball. Charlie Creswell switches it to Jake Cooper. Actually did it. He travels over halfway. Here he comes, big dog. Wide to Murray Wallace, who's very high in that left back position. I prefer Murray Wallace there to Scott Malone, I've got to tell you. Ball into the box. Nice. A phobie just over his head. Chance for Leonard. Terrible shot. Ball still not cleared. And now it is. And you just, as I said this before, I feel it's only a matter of time. Oh, fucking big lump on my head. But there you go. Do I go carp fishing? No, I don't. I go float fishing. I just like to catch constantly. I did that for years, but now I have got away from... I can't get on board with these carp fishing when you just sit there all day and do nothing. I like to catch constantly, but I'm trying to get away from the little piddlers now. I like to get, £2 plus little carp all day long. I'll happily catch those. Mark Mason, good evening. Bennett is making things happen, Stephen. We have a lot of the same feelings, don't we, about football? Not about each other, obviously. That would be weird. But anyway, we always say we get the same sort of sense of the players and the management and etc. And Bennett was always talented, but couldn't stay fit, couldn't do this, couldn't do that. But I felt he went to a new level last season, and I feel you feel the same, Stephen. If he can stay fit, then he'll be a great player for us, and it will be a very difficult decision for the gaffer on who he's going to play. The Bermondsey Burkamp, says Bailey Fennon. The Bermondsey Burkamp. I was considering, I think I put this up at the last live stream. That's this for a T-shirt idea. The Bermondsey Burkamp, that's his SE16 there at the top. You can't see it. But I don't know. I was thinking about it. Maybe not. Maybe I get too much hate if I produce some T-shirts. Would I? Let me know. Order one now. No, you can't really order one now. I've not done it. 319 people in the live stream. Do I use a pole or a rod and line sent into the fishing channel? I don't really like the pole, mate, because you don't get the fight, do you? I like the fight. I like to feel the fight. Terry Thompson. Lucky I like you, Terry Thompson, because you reminded me of Terry Tibbs and Ben Thompson. Strike from distance for Colchester, blocked. Billy Mitchell picks up the loose ball. Oh, he's wiped out there. It was actually a fair tackle, and the Lions managed to clear it. I'll put it on the screen quickly. There's today's starting 11. If you are interested, nothing's happening in the game at the minute, don't worry. It's currently out of play. And here is the squad and the subs. That mother. Right, ball's back in play. Sounds like okay. Here's another catchphrase. Working it along the back line. Ryan Leonard travelling down the right wing. Nice boy side. Afobe was offside. And his striker goal was going to go wide anyway. But the kid stops it with his foot. That gives you an idea of how good it is. No. Game's back underway. I'm trying to locate a bottle opener. I've finally done it. And there it is. The aforementioned bottle opener. Thank you very much, sir. Madam. Colchester with the ball. How long gone in this game? We kicked over. Yeah, I think there's like 18 minutes gone. Ball in, it's a good ball. Oh, nicely cut out by Hutchinson. Good play that from Colchester. Someone goes to ground. Ref says no. That's the other side of Mason Bennett. Hutchinson now on the ball. Creswell was going to clip the line, or was that Ryan Leonard? I'm still not sure on this huge TV. Colchester away. I'm just thinking Colchester away. Games I remember a very fucking boring 0-0, I think in 2015-16. I remember Steve Morrison scoring one there years and years ago. I think it's the year we got promoted. I mean, first time he was there. And we was on the halfway line that day and he ran past us all as he celebrated. Not often a happy hunting ground for us, I don't think, is it? I can't really remember. I'm not even sure what division they're in these days. Are they in Division 2? TV. Bonsoir. It's a free kick to Colchester. It's about 35 yards out. Benicophobe's making a wall along with Tyler Bury now. So there is like a two-man wall. But he's not going to shoot from there. He's even shaping to clip one, and he does clip one. Towards the back post, cleared away. Nice header under pressure from a Lions defender. Cleared to the edge of the box. Strike from distance over George Long's bar. Have one on me, Dan. Army Jose from Chatham. Thank you very much for your donation. I thought you said from Cholton or something. I was like, what? You support Cholton? And I realised that wasn't happening. I was trying to read your super JDC. Thank you very much. I used to genuinely have a mate called Jose. Didn't really like his brother though, Hose B. Sorry, I couldn't resist. But I did actually have a mate called Jose. That's not a lie. Goal kick's going to be taken by George Long. Not the opening exchanges that we had against Crystal Palace so far, but it's been good for the Lions. We have been on top. You can definitely see that we are superior in every way to Colchester. We just haven't managed to stick the ball in the net yet. But to be fair, we haven't really caused their keeper too many. Oh, it's Jason. I thought you said Jose. Oh, Jace. Sorry, Jace. Appreciate it, mate. Thank you very much. I will have a star of prom and raise it to you. Throw on from Murray Wallace. He's looking for a little bit of movement. No one's really moving here other than Billy Mitchell. Tyler Bury now comes over. Mitchell's looks like he's on a computer game and he's spamming. He's just doing that. But eventually he does play a 1-2 with Murray Wallace. Murray Wallace tries to find Bury, gets cut out. Benicophobe goes down. Throw onto the Lions. Colchester thought that Phobe was offside then. They looked along the line. They did appeal. Resh says no. Then the Phobe goes down. I think he wanted a free kick not given. And it's going to be a throw. Murray Wallace again looks for some movement. Tyler Bury miscontrols it. Cleared. Fuck me, this is not. It's going to be scrappy here. Got a little bit scrappy. Good pressure from the Lions. Forces it back to the Colchester keeper. They play out nicely, to be fair. Back to the keeper, out to the left back. Again, it's still good pressure from us. But Colchester playing out nicely, to be fair. Ball into the channel. And you would like to say that Hutchinson's the favourite for that one. Oh, my God. He's given Long a terrible ball. Look, and Long miscontrolled it. I don't always say how good he is with his feet, but Long miscontrolled it. Got closed down at a rate of knots by the Colchester defender. Long manages to smash it downfield, and now it's back with a Colchester cat who clears it upfield. One on halfway in the air by the Lions. Drops down. Colchester pick up the pieces. Intercepted nicely by Billy Mitchell. Ryan Leonard. Charlie Creswell. Cooper's going to switch it out, is he? No, because he's not Cooper. It's Hutchinson. Hutchinson to Creswell back now with George Long. Lions very, very patient in their... Well, I think the Bury at Dartford, I honestly thought he was horrendous. Horrendous in the game. But then goes and produces a moment of magic. Unbelievable. Tell them on this Staropramins. They should just sponsor me, shouldn't they? I've said Staropramins so many times. I've not seen Regal Elevators once. Mick Robinson, you're a good man. Thank you. Donation. Emptied, Mick. Just for you. Just fancy doing it. It's funny. Thanks for your donation. Have I missed another donation there or not? No, it's the last one. Donations are flying. You're all very generous people, and I really appreciate it. I would love to tell you in a minute there's a goal for us. That's the plan. Free kick to the Lions. Benikofobi pulled down. Billy Mitchell's got his head up. He's looking to take... So have I. Looking to take it quickly. Doesn't happen. I thought he was terrible. But he said moment of magic. I think we need to be careful with Bury. He's come onto the scene sort of out of nowhere. Done really well, but he's young. Well, he's quite young still. I think he needs looking after a bit. I think a loan might benefit him, if I'm honest. I think you could be right, mate. I'd be very interested in getting him out on a loan. He had a really good loan at Hartlepool, didn't he? And that got cut short by injury. And then after that, he comes straight into our first team. Huddersfield. Fucking, did I say Huddersfield? A Huddersfield player is down 243 miles away from where this game's going on. I don't know where I got Huddersfield from. I'm not even drunk yet. But there is a break in play. And while you do... Well, I've lost my head. While the player's down, no one's moaned that I haven't put the scoreboard up, by the way. But I did actually make the graphic. Here's today's squad. Still a break in play, ladies and gents. Players currently taking a little water break. Bear with me. Sorry, I just cut off there for a second because there was an injury to a Colchester player. Not a lot happening in the world of Colchester or Huddersfield. I actually ain't. Oh, Jackson Distera. I'd love to know what that meant, but I fully agree. No, these ain't my new glasses. These are my ones that I've had for a long time. I thought I looked like Conor McGregor, and I just keep getting like David Nielsen, Deirdre Barlow. What else? Anything else offensive? It's getting quite dark in here. I'm a little bit worried because I left my production light at work, which was silly of me. Yeah, he did. He did do well a lot back in the last season. I think because he come in and did well and scored a couple of worldies, people were maybe expecting a little bit too much of him now. And I think if he has a bad game, which, listen, he's not... I know he's played in the 10, but he can be a winger and he's a little bit inconsistent, but wingers are. I think people are expecting a little bit too much from Tyler at the minute. Oh, no, that's the wrong way. Oh, that's all right. You're all right. Oh, no, I didn't. Throw on to Colchester. There's no scoreboard on the screen. We kicked off at 7:30. It means we're half an hour into the game. It feels like a long half. The Lions started well, but it's sort of fizzled out a little bit now. It's got a little bit scrappy. I won't lie to you. 336 in the live stream. If you haven't already, then please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Kai Gardner, you're extremely rude. Score. But there you go. There's a score. Yeah, Trevor, I'll be honest, mate. I've been hiding indoors with a fucking aircon on. Too hot. Does Volta speak Portuguese? Where is the line of Neesage? Funny enough, I thought about him today. Topoloj did do very well, Jace. He did do well. And I've been saying I've been liking Topoloj for a while. So, and Nana Boating did really well when he came on as well. Good pressing from the Lions, but nicely out again by the Colchester player. I think they're League 2 Colchester, are they? Cooper with a long diagonal, cleared away. Mitchell picks up the loose ball again. Knocks it forward to Mason Bennett. Mason Bennett looking to do a little bit of jinkery, a little bit of this and that, but he doesn't manage it. He gets tackled. Jake Cooper picks up the pieces into Murray Wallace. Come on, boys, let's have a goal here. Murray Wallace cuts back inside, as we see him do many times when he's coming forward. Mitchell will ball over the top. Good idea. Trying to spot the run of Tyler Bury. Why do I keep going running at Tyler Bury? It's weird. But nothing come of it. The keeper comes out. He catches it. Good night, Vienna. Sparky. I was talking about you earlier, Sparky. I don't know if he was in the group. We was having the chat about what me and you were talking about where are people coming in from to watch the games. And it is predominantly Kent, I've got to be honest with you. A few Londons thrown in there, a few New Crosses, a few Lewishams. Oh, this is why I love this man, honestly. Colchester away, 110, drawn 7, lost 7. Last defeat, Colchester. The year I was born, Stephen. 3-0. Well, why did I say it's not a happy hunting ground? I think actually my memory is that really dull 0-0 from the 15-16 season, I think, 0-0 there. Obviously, since then, we've gone in different directions. Like a lot of teams that we, since sort of Neil Harris era, Southend, Bradford, Colchester, Chesterfield, lots of teams going in different directions to us. So we mustn't grumble too much because things are looking up for us. Stephen Ball. You love the streams, mate. They are hilarious. I do aim to please, and I don't please everyone, Steve, but I'm glad I pleased you. Thanks for your support, mate. Very much appreciated. Just love emptying this gun tonight. There's a big clear-up operation needed in here at half-time. Matt Dawson, you're watching on the train to London. Pro rugby player, isn't he, Matt Dawson? Yeah, I remember that. It's fucking boring. 2nd of April. I don't think there's a shot that day. Colchester currently in possession. Half an hour gone in the game. No real clear-cut chances or no shots saved from either keeper. We did have the much superior early exchange. Here's Mason Bennett now. Tries to knock one around the corner and continue his run. Blocked. Throw onto the lines. Bang on halfway. People asking me what the crowd sounds like. Of course, I have it on mute so I can talk to you. So I don't know, if I'm honest. But I imagine a few may have surely gone like today, straight from work on the train. Ball through the lines. Oh, couldn't get control in midfield. I think it's Mitchell that missed the ball. Goes all the way through to the Colchester Cats. Good question, Michael Heisman. Would I bring any more in? Yeah, I would. I still think we need a striker, an out-and-out striker. Because I know Bury can play out there. I know Bennett can play out there. But I still think we need an out-and-out striker. And I'd be very interested in that Ellis Sims because he has actually scored goals. Young player, come from good stock, youth career at Man City and Everton. We can buy him as well. He's available to buy, not just to loan. He scored goals in England, scored goals in Scotland. And here's a guy who scored goals in England. Benik Afobe, edge of the box. Wide to Leonard. Leonard looks to clip one up. Doesn't beat the first man. I wonder why Leonard's playing right wing, mate. Maybe Leonard needs the fitness more than Danny Mack. Leonard hasn't played a lot of football, has he, since his kind of injuries last season. $330. Yeah, Ellis. His name's Ellis Sims, but Elliot Sims probably decent as well. The dark horse player of the season. Some of these questions are good tonight. I've got a feeling, I'm not even sure if it's a dark horse, but I've got a feeling that Honeyman could be the one that ends up being the best signing. I'm not saying the others won't succeed. We should bring 8 days back. I think his YouTube days are over, though. I don't think he's the lunatic he once was. Funny character. I do love him. I still speak to him. But I think he's actually like, I don't want to say the wrong thing, doing well for himself. Like, he's not I think he's the mess head he once was. I'm not sure. Sims with mustard at Blackpool. Yeah, he scored. I think he scored, like, we usually go after the types of journeyman centre forwards that have just come back from a long-term injury or have had like 35 clubs. But this Sims one excites me. I'm not saying, oh, great tackle there. He's won the fucking ball. Colchester players going mad. Cooper's been booked in a friendly. You don't see that often. Bang on halfway, loose ball from their player, bad touch. Cooper, fuck off, wipes him out. And the ref books him. George Saville looks like he's dishing out a real bollocking to Billy Mitchell, yeah? Or a couple of people, Tyler. George Saville. It's a funny one, because an interesting chat, because I see an article the other day, and it was, I think it might have even been today. Millwall needed, like, we've lost a little bit of leadership this year. We haven't really got a main man. We had the leadership with Pierce, and Jed's left, and Jed was like our main man, wasn't he? But we need someone to take that mantle, I suppose. And fucking hell, Saville was just going mental, a couple of our players. What happened to Tom Elliott after leaving us? What random thought has popped into your head on a Friday night? Didn't he go to Salford City? I don't think he did any good. Where's the spark? By the way, the Colchester player's still down, so that's why I'm having a chat. Where's the spark coming from this season? Some solid players, but not a lot of flair in there. Yeah, I think we've gone from being quite an experienced side to more of a younger side. Is it fair to say? It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Oh yeah, that was a random one. Because apparently he was going to go to Turkey and he went to Cardiff, didn't he? Signed a 2-year deal at Cardiff. Steve Morrison signed about 11 players. So so you call him me a 50p or someone else? George Alexander plays for Bromley now. Him and Sam Skeffington left the club. Both went to Bromley. Sam Skeffington has left Bromley now. He's playing for for Billericay, I believe, or something like that. Predicted score. I didn't do one. Do you know what? I didn't do a preview yesterday. And I did a preview for Palace. I didn't do one for Dartford, but I was going to do one for yesterday. And I was like, oh, shit, the game's tomorrow. I've missed it. I missed the boat. So, yeah. But previews will pick up again once the league starts. Millwall don't need flair. Trev's the man of the world. He likes exotic things. Leave him alone. I don't know if you lot heard that, but it can happen. Oh, the geezer's getting stretched off, by the way. The guy's getting stretched off. There's about 10 minutes till half time. He's already been down for a good 3-4 minutes. That's not good, is it? And you know what? It looks to me like a fair challenge from Cooper, but you can't. I feel sorry for you. That's possibly the worst thing in it. Pre-season, you're getting in shape, you're doing your bit, and then all of a sudden, bang, fuck off. You're out before it's even began. This man. Tom Elliott went to Salford, scored 5 in 41, and then on loan to Bradford. No goals in. Is that a question mark? 7. Is that a question mark? The writing comes up really small for me, by the way. Commentary is a bit buzzy, isn't it, Dan? You mean mine? Always is, isn't it? I try to be lively. It's what we're here for. If I sat here and went, don't know. It's 0-0. Yeah. Millwall players. Yeah. Yeah, Colchester, isn't it? You got to have a little bit of energy, nutcase. You know that. You've got plenty of it. You're a nutcase. Oi, nutcase. What is that from? Can't think what it's called. was going to drop this in, by the way, because nothing to do with football, but this poor guy's getting stretchered off. Box sets. If you like your box sets and your little series on Sky or wherever, Netflix, we watched The Outlaws with Stephen Merchant. That's a really good series, worth a watch. If anyone's got anything for it, throw it at me. I did see that Danny Schofield is a new Huddersfield manager. I thought it was El Temporare, or is it full-time now? Because I was trying to search him down for a Lions Lounge. I used to like him at Millwall, and then realised he was Huddersfield's assistant. That was about 8 months ago. The Outlaws, blinding, Mike, innit? Can I call you Mike now? I feel like I can. Really good, The Outlaws. If you haven't watched it, it's 2 series, 6 episodes a series. Each episode is an hour long. It's really, really good. The first one's a bit like, I thought it was going to be a comedy, but it's not. It's a little bit like dark comedy, but a bit of violence and stuff at the same time. Right, the game is just about to start again. And I'm sorry, I'm annoying myself that I've got to keep looking up. But that's where the box is, unfortunately. High on this wall. So I will get this sorted once I move. We're going to get a proper studio. Built wide angle lens, all the old Millwall stuff I had up, all the fucking big neon light, all that. Proper nice big microphone coming into the shot. But the minute, we're making do. The game is back underway. There was 10 minutes to go to half time. It could be about 15 now, I don't know. With a little bit of injury added in. Cooper booked for his challenge on their player. It didn't look like a unfair tackle to me. And it led from a Colchester player's bad. So that's a really good crossfield ball from Creswell. Murray Wallace trying to get down the wing. It's a great tackle on him as well. And the Lions do get a corner. Fantastic diag from Charlie Creswell. In case you didn't know as well, I think I mentioned this the other day. Charlie Creswell's dad is Richard Creswell. He used to play up front for Peterborough, Preston. Scored loads of goals, played for Leeds. Here comes a corner. George Saville. 2 arms go up twice. That means 4 arms. What does 4 arms mean? It means shank the corner to the edge of the box. Loose ball is cleared. Up towards halfway. Ryan Leonard underneath it. Heads it back in the right direction. Foul? Mason Bennett goes down. He wanted something from it. The ref said absolutely no fucking chance, Benno. Wasn't his birthday today or yesterday, Mason Bennett? See the club put out on social media. Oh, what's that? My thoughts on Andy Marshall being a goalkeeper coach? Well, if you don't know, I tracked Andy Marshall down. How did I track Andy Marshall down? Oh, I know I tracked him down. So my mate does the Talk Norwich City, and he does all the podcasts. And I saw he done Andy Marshall, and I thought, oh, I'll try and get Andy Marshall. So I got his number. I was going to do it. It wasn't going to do it. It was going to do it. It wasn't going to do it. And I don't know why. And I said this to Andy afterwards. I got the feeling just by looking at him, which is wrong. Never judge a book by its cover. That he was going to be quite to-do and quite well spoken. I don't know why, but he's a proper geezer. He's fucking brilliant. And at the time I interviewed him, he was at Birmingham. He is our most recent Lions Lounge lockdown. I haven't given up on those, by the way, but there's been a lot else happening. And then he gets announced as our goalkeeper coach last week. So I texted him and put welcome back. And he said, don't ever text me again because I'm back at the club. They didn't really. We had a little bit of banter and that was it. I let him go on his way. But Andy Marshall, yeah, great. He's got a lot of love for the club. If you haven't already, watch it on Lions Lounge Lockdown. There is 59 episodes up on there with interviews. Well, there's 3 in 1, some of them. So about 65 ex-players and managers and famous fans of the club. And I will keep pushing. And I have had him on Lions Lounge. Corner comes in for Colchester. Free header, doesn't do anything with it. Clips away, comes off a player. Ends up with George Long's arm. One of the first ones I ever did was Razor Ruddock. He's in there somewhere. I did it in a free part, but I've also put it on the playlist now of Lockdown. Tyler Bury, similar position. That's a fucking foul, ref. Oh, ref. No, that was a foul. He's actually gone over the top of him there on his fucking ankle. He's getting a little bit scrappy, but a little bit physical as well out there, which I'm sure we don't really want. But you see a couple of players getting the fucking ump now. Nice play from Bury. Murray Wallace on the ball. Oh, he's fucking put an hospital ball in on a Phobe. A Phobe does the right thing and just pulls out because we don't need our top scorer getting injured. Nicely won back by Billy Mitchell, who's ended up on a touchline. It's very tight over there. There's lots of bodies. Murray Wallace head up, trying to, takes one on. Nice muzzer. Caught this time, ref. Any fucking chance? Oh, fuck off. I'm not one of these that likes to moan about the refs, but fuck me. Any chance here, fucking Jeff the ref? Yeah, me and Razor Ruddock. Me and Razor did down in Ashford, now where he lives. Funny enough, I know why you said that, because I've seen him twice on telly or doing an advert for that Tom. And it was commented on in my household. Oh, look, it's Razor Ruddock. We had a chat about it. That's probably why you said. Oh, no, listen to this. Oh, no, I can't really say. Well, Lee Gregors has promised me. Sean Williams has promised me. Ben Thompson has promised me. But they all keep saying, just not now. And fuck it, he's left. It doesn't matter, I'll tell you. So after he left, I put a post out about Conor Mahoney. Said I think he's a great player, blah, blah, blah. And I then received a DM from Conor Mahoney saying, mate, I just want to thanks for the post. I love your videos. I've always watched them. I've left now. And I'll come on your podcast once the dust settled. So I was like, ooh, okay, Conor, I would love to have you on. So Conor Mahoney could be coming on Lions Lounge at some point. But obviously, he joined Huddersfield and the manager resigned the next day. So, we'll give him a bit of time. But I think maybe in the summer after this season, Conor Mahoney will come on. That could be an interesting one. No, he won't, because I actually got given his phone number and I fired into him. Only one message. And I got an absolute... Honestly, anyone you haven't seen on, it's probably because it's not their thing or they're a bit too famous for it. I've said this before loads of times. Through my work, I've got good connections to Dennis Wise and Teddy Sheringham. Yeah, I was talking to his son about coming on. The best one I ever had is when I started doing the lockdown interviews, the very first started doing them. And that's when I was doing like Paul Ifill one day, Tony Wall the next, Stephen Reed the next. I did all three of them in like a week. Joe Dolan, Matt Lawrence. Theo Pafita's son messaged me and went, I'd love the things. I'll try and get my dad to come on. But I'm still trying. All the time I'm trying. And I will break down a few more barriers. I have got Michael Marks, Sean Sparham. Nothing's going on in the game, but I said that. A slip at the back from Millwall. Shot from distance, straight at long. That's the first shot, I think, on target. It's offside anyway, and it's going to be a free kick to us. Phil Stan. Again, Liam Trotter. Byron Webster said, yeah, he'll do it. Just DM him on Instagram. I've told him. DM'd him on Instagram. Are people saying Shitu there or people saying Sue? If you're saying Shitu, I don't usually pay people, but I would if it got me people over the line. And I basically inboxed Danny Shitu and said, name your price. And he never came back to me. So it must be Keiko. You could get me Sergei Uran the Russian. Ball into the box. Chance! 1-0. Right on half time. And I think it's Jake Cooper with a goal. I was fucking talking to you lot about Lions Lounge, you silly bastards. No, I'm joking. And the ball goes into the box. Long looping one. Cooper jumps up and headed it. And I saw it happen. It didn't really look like a lot of danger. But it sort of looped over their keeper. But he's bang in the middle of the goal. I don't think he should have let it in, really. I don't know. But it is 1-0 to the Lions. And it is Big Juicy Jake to get the goal. Oh, okay. Well, this is how it works, mate. Unfortunately, I didn't see you put that. But what happens is you get blocked. So goodbye. Thanks for coming. Off you fuck. If I haven't said this before or you are new to the streams, do not tell me anything of any note before I've seen it and I've mentioned it. Only because I'm doing this for my benefit and yours, of course. Sorry, your benefit and, of course, mine, I should have said. I'm not having people fucking me over. and it is 1-0, although the scoreboard hasn't changed. It is Billy Mitchell into Benicophobia on the edge of the box. I will try and talk you through a replay at half-time if that happens. Lovely play from Afobe. Leonard knocks it through. Oh, it's headed over his own bar by the evening mate, by the goalkeeper, by the defender. I promise you I'm not drunk. I promise you I'm not drunk. So I feel a little bit bunged up, actually. Need the nasal spray, so I've got the fan on. But the Lions lead 1-0, and it is Jake Cooper with the goal. They haven't actually changed it on... Corner's going to come in again. George Saville hangs it back post. Header from Hutchinson. Oh, a free header. But nice and wide of the targets. Yeah, didn't really look like he's in any danger, to be honest. But it's happened, and now it is half-time. So I will try and give you a little go update on that. First of all, I'm going to reload this gun, and I'm going to say thanks to a fucking loyal viewer of the channel. That's Colin Moon. Legend, mate. Thank you, as always, for your... Behave yourself. It's fucking Colin. For your kind donations. 1-0, the Lions lead it at half-time. Was it more... did we deserve it? I'd say so on a balance of play. We was good in the early exchanges, created plenty, but we didn't really test their keeper, and it sort of... Leonard got one blocked by a defender. Afobe sort of couldn't get the ball at his feet in time with another. Cooper didn't properly connect with another. And after that, got a little bit scrappy, a little bit physical. Cooper actually booked for a foul, which I thought was a fair tackle. When it did happen, it stemmed from the Colchester player taking a bad touch. He got away from him, and he got crunched. But yeah, not really a lot to report. And then right at that half time, I think it's quite similar to Birmingham away. When Cooper makes that run and he gets sort of pulled down for the penalty that Afobe sticks away in 90+8, whatever it was. I think a looping throw or cross has come in, and Cooper's sort of jumping back-ended it. It's just gone like that, like a fucking dolly up and down. It's gone in. I didn't think it was going to go in, but there you go. It has, and we do lead by 1-0 at half-time. Mate, you're in. What's goals? It's a place you go, you pay £5 and you can play 5 aside for an hour in a cage for free GP. If you don't know what actual goals are, I think you're in trouble, mate. Anton Rogan, Lions Lounge Lockdown is done, dusted, and in the library. It's in there. Derek Posse tried to fire into him, didn't hear anything back. Is that you again? Yeah, you're already getting on my tits, mate. You've only been in there about 2.5 minutes. Anyway, I think you will see Fleming come on, and no wonder we scored a goal because look who's in the chat. What has happened to your profile picture? Volta Sampaio! Hey, Volta! What the fuck, man? Don't know what that was. Jody Morris would be good, but isn't he fucking got a really good job somewhere? But there you go. Anyway, look, we're 1-0 up at half-time. We'll be back after these very, very brief massages. I actually haven't got any adverts, so that's a complete lie, but the adverts are coming. So I'll leave you with the squad and the scoreline. I'll take the scoreline down because otherwise you won't be able to see the rest of the squad and the subs. Back in 5. Oh dear, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Let's start off Volta and work backwards. Always a good place to start. About the kit, already did last season. Play all white at home and all. Sometimes you baffle me, but I still love you. Oh, people were saying where we're going to finish in the league. All blue away. I think the last time we wore all white, I think we got promoted, didn't we? In the 2000 and 2001 season. Oh, this is where it stemmed from. What do you think of teams now being able to wear the away kit for home games? Didn't know that was a thing. Why would they want to do that? I don't know. If all was going to got League Cup tickets, Cambridge, I forgot about that. That's away at Cambridge, mate, isn't it? That's away at Cambridge. Ashley Hoffman, you said you're predicting a no better season to last season. To be honest, top 8. Wise Fleming bench should be giving him as much game time as possible. Yeah, I agree, but maybe I don't know. You know, we all moaned the other night he wasn't at Dartford, and there was very good reason for that. He did join, didn't he, before pre-season started, so he's not behind the others in that sense. And to be honest, Ashley, I think the same. I think we'll be fine this year. I think it'll be a good season. But I think people thinking we're going to get playoffs and announce promotion. I hate that fucking saying. Announce promotion, such a generic saying. I don't think that's going to happen. But look, as I said earlier on, with teams in and around us, we're still moving forward, still doing well. But we've signed 4 players. That's good. Other clubs around us have signed 4 and more. So I still think we're a little way off the playoffs yet, but no complaints from me. Volta is going, confirmed. Volta Sampaio will be in Cambridge. Top 10, says Stephen Banks. The squad we've got should be challenging top 6. A lot of confident people. I mean, look, I don't want to be negative because I think we'll do all right this year. So Ballard out, Creswell in. That's like for like. Okay. Jed out, Fleming in. If you want to say that's like for like, okay. Afobe was already here. So we've added another central midfielder in Honeyman. But other than that, Ballard and Creswell probably similar sorts of levels. You could argue Creswell's better. Fleming and Jed, you could argue Jed's better, but similar sorts of levels. So we haven't, we've done well in the transfer window because we haven't got a big budget. But I don't think we've done in the transfer window what a lot of people think we have. People think we've had an absolute fucking worldie. And we have made 4 because it was good business to get a forward back. Make no mistake. Good business to get Creswell in. Great bit of intent to go and break our transfer record again. But it's only 4 players so far. And on that note, second half is underway. Colchester take it. Pumped long, straight away. Header from Scott Malone, who's now on the pitch. There's obviously been changes. I wouldn't be able to tell you how many and who, but there has been changes. A lot of people said they didn't see the fuss what was about with Ballard. I think he's a good player, mate. Creswell, to be compared to him at this point, I think Creswell will probably be happy with that, wouldn't he? Considering he's never played in the Championship. I'm sure he'll be up to it. He looks like a great player. Oh, Tyler Bury's touch, man. Fucking hell. Concedes possession. And Colchester are back on the ball. Isaac Alafe's on the pitch as well. Up front. There's been lots of changes. I can't tell you more. Danny McNamara's at right wing back. Alex Mitchell's at... Is he? No, that's not Alex Mitchell. Oh, shut up. Colchester in the area. Strike from distance. Blocked. Rebound falls to their man on the edge of the box. Strike again. Ooh. And it was flying towards George Long's goal. And someone got a foot on it and just guided it round the post. It was a Millwall foot because it's a Colchester corner. Corners of Colchester. There's been lots of substitutions. at half time. Corner's going to be taken, right footed, out swinger, over everyone. Oh, connection from a Colchester player. Did that hit Bury on the hand? No, it didn't. He got away with it. And Mill looking to break. If Bury can slot in, nice. Here comes Mitchell, looking for the early switch. It's a really good ball to Scott Malone on the edge of the box. It's terrible from Malone. I mean, it looked good on paper, the idea of it, but it wasn't that good of an idea. It was, but he knew it weren't going to get to where it needed to, if you know what I mean. Chill on the ball, nice. Hutchinson does well. The line's coming forward again. Scott Malone inside some Afobe, who's touches in great, but he's going to get... Oh, no, it's not Afobe. It is Afobe. He's been clad. Honestly, the ref's not giving us fucking any free kicks here. And I think he has finally pulled that one back, has he? No, he hasn't. He's saying one of our players run out of play. Fucking hell. Ref's having an absolute stinker. And there's tackles flying in and people getting injured because the ref ain't fucking stamping his authority on the game. That's what's happening here. Danny Mack does well. Blocks the initial play. Scott Malone guys just try and nick it from a crossfield Colchester ball. Can't manage to do so. And Colchester clip one up. That's not very good, is it? Headed away by Millwall. Picks up by Mitchell. He's got a man up his arse. Does well. Gives it to Hutchinson. Good pressing from Colchester. Cooper back to Long. Oh, my God. Long comes in. He's got a player right in front of him. He's got two strikers closing. He just passes it for all three of them. Straight to Jake Cooper, but he's about 4 yards out when he done it. And we got away with it, but is that a foul? The ref has completely lost this game, by the way. The ref's completely fucking lost it. And there's people dropping like flies. It's getting really like bitty and fucking niggly. And he's like, yeah, there's another fucking hell. Blow your fucking whistle. Now Tyler Bury's going nose to nose with one of their players. Look. Oh, but we took the free kick quickly, so everyone's run off. Really terrible reffing. And I'm not really one that usually fucking notices the ref or worries about going on about it. Fucking stupid. Hang on, I just read that for ages. Am I just getting called Big now instead of Big D? Big for short. Throw on to Colchester on the halfway line. People debating whether Ballard was any good or whether he wasn't. Ballard was good. He was good. Cool, great one from the Colchester player, straight through the middle. Edge of the box, he's into the box. Overrun it, it's taken off him. And cleared away. Very physical start to this second half. He's back with the Huddersfield goalkeeper. Huddersfield. What am I doing? Colchester. Fuck me. Ball forward. Very, very scrappy game. Colchester again switching the play. Out to our left-hand side. He's going to run at Scott Malone here. Plenty of step overs. Billy Mitchell's come out to help him. Billy Mitchell wins the ball back. And it's a throw on to the, whatever they're called, the U's, is it? Well, thank fuck I'm not, because he's dead, isn't he? Colchester with the ball still in and around the vicinity of our area. Got a few tricky younger players on the pitch. Could work the ball into the area quite nicely. That's a really nice ball. That's onside. Cut back. Oh, luckily for us, no one was on the end of it, but the ball still isn't cleared. Colchester again whipping it back in. Huddersfield nowhere to be seen. Isaac Alafe and Tyler Bury doing some pressing. Pumped long by the Colchester player. And it's out for a throw on in left back position. Scott Malone's going to come across and take it. Fuck it. I think Huddersfield must be playing tonight. Sixth sense. Cool. Scott Malone got left a little bit short there on that throw on. Look at this off the ball. Phobe, one of their players. Look. It's our throw on. One of our players has gone to throw it. Phobe's got a show for him. One of their players has run behind the Phobe. They've both gone down. And the ref has completely lost control of this game, as I've already said. He's not really talking to anyone or doing anything. Terrible ref. I'd really like to see tonight. I'd really like to see Isaac Alafe get on the score sheet. My head's gone. It's Huddersfield 0, Colchester 0. I fucking forgot I'm even a Millwall fan now. It's all a laugh at it. Look, the players need a pre-season, yeah? I also need that pre-season to dust off the cobwebs. Yeah, he is really bad, Ash, and that's right. Like, it's a nothing friendly. He's completely lost it. They ended up eventually doing what they was going to do before the fracas, and then the Phobe's touch was terrible and he lost it. Billy Mitchell picks up the loose ball. Oh, my God. What was that? He went to do a long diag, but it bounced too high for him and he just sort of went up and come back down with a weather on it. Throw on to Millwall, really scrappy start to the second half. Not a good start at all. Really, really not good. It's going to be is it a free kick to us? How has that happened? Pretty much on halfway. Couple of yards inside the... I was going to say it's another stupid name for a joke. I shouldn't even joke about it a minute. Inside the Colchester half. Danny McNamara is going to take it. Long diag from Danny Mac. Incoming. Pending. There's loads of stoppages now. Do you know what? Although we lost to Crystal Palace, I really, ball come in. Chance for Leonard, strike saved. We lost against Palace. I really, really enjoyed the goals and all this. And the game. And then the next two friendlies have not been great, if I'm honest. Didn't really enjoy Dartford. I'm not really enjoying this game. Hoping something can get better. And that's a great ball from Ryan Leonard. Afobe backheels it. Alafe picks up the piece on the edge of the box. But the flag was up and it was offside. It was offside, people. So I can tell you. Free kick taken by Colchester. And now in and around our box again. Clips in. Blocked. Corner to Colchester. Still the Lions lead it 1-0. Jake Cooper with a goal just before half time. Teddy was a Colchester icon. Well, Super Ted. 321 of you are still in the live stream. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We should hit 18k next week at some point. Corner whips in. Free-header chance. Second chance. Great save, Long. Oh, what another great save from Long. Double save from the cat. Finally, a little bit of goal-mouth action and something that George Long should do. And he did really well. Ball into the box from a corner, headed back across the 6-yard box. Header coming in again. Long gets down and saves it on the goal line. And while he's on the floor, second bite of the cherry from the striker. And Long gets up and spreads himself. Good save. Keeps the score at 1-0. Come on, let's fucking get going in this game. Because it's starting to get right on my fucking tits at the minute. Alafe, nice knock-off. Layoff. Knock-off to Danny McNamara. This pre-season is needed. Billy Mitchell. Big switcheroony. Over to Scott Malone, who's found some space. Clips it. Terrible ball from Malone. What are you doing, mate? What are you doing? He just fucking took it down and side-footed into the right back. Here he is again, though, on the ball. Tyler Bury. Fucking running around in circles, doing step-overs on himself. Does well, to be fair. Keeps the ball. Eventually gets it back to Hutchinson on halfway. Hutchinson. Nice ball. Danny Mack. Ryan Leonard knocks him in. Poor touch from Alafe. Loses out. Afobe tries to cut the keeper off. Doesn't manage to do so. Clipped to the left back. Colchester are deep and under pressure. They try to clip Long. They manage to do so. Hutchinson comes across. Slices one. It's still in play. Ball's headed down. Cooper's going to go back to Long. Left-footed from Long. Big old clearance. Over halfway. Meets the head of a Colchester player. Falta Sampaio. Ball forward. Hutchinson. McNamara. Nice ball. Mitchell. Nice turn from Mitchell. Tries to switch it to Scott Malone. Over hits it on his left foot. Goes out of play. Sorry, Steve. I am trying. That's a good little bit of goal math, actually. He's got a great fucking kick on him, Long. He can kick it with both feet. And his long ball is cleared away as far as Mitchell, who's 25 yards out. Ball over the top to Afobe. Sort of deflects. Afobe goes in with the keeper. And the keeper comes out on top and with the soccer in his hands. The soccer ball. But yeah, it's not been the best of games, has it? Let's be honest. Started really well. Here come Colchester into the area on the angle. Fired across, blocked nicely. They're picking up all the second pieces here as well. This guy's got like little fucking Jack Grealish-esque socks. That's a fucking good point. Where is Fleming? That's a really good point because we told he would plan tonight's game. And here is Fleming. Fleming is coming on. Evans is coming on. Who's that with their shirt rolled up so I can't see their number just to fuck me over a little bit? I can't. Oh, Honeyman. Honeyman, Fleming, and Evans are coming on. So I imagine it will probably be Mitchell. Bury just come off and like shoulder barged George Evans as he came off. No, Saville has come off. Fleming on. Here we go then. Fleming hits with Wally Burke. Love it. So the Bermondsey Burkamp and the Honey Monster. I called him that the other day by accident, didn't I? I don't know if it was stick. Obviously, he has. He is like a little fucking tenacious little monster in that midfield, isn't he? Danny McNamara clips one over halfway. Lafay's underneath it. Can't win the header. Billy Mitchell picks up the seconds. Rolls it to Danny Mack. Back to Mitchell. Back to Evans. Evans pumps one in to the Bermondsey Bergkamp's feet, and then Fleming gives it back, and Evans just passes it straight to a Colchester player. Colchester break, nothing coming of it. This is half comical, this standard of footwear, by the way. It's really bad. And the ref's completely fucking lost his head. It's a little bit like Sunday football in a minute. When I'm looking at myself in there, it looks like I'm looking up at the heavens. The screen is just there. I don't know why it looks like I'm looking up so high. I'm trying to move my eyes and not my head. It's fucking giving me a headache. Evans switches one to Danny McNamara. Danny Mack inside. George Honeyman on the ball. To Mitchell. To Evans. To the Bermondsey Bergkamp. Back into Mitchell. The line's getting the ball moving again. Starting to keep it a little bit. It's good. It's what they need to do. Honeyman now. White to Malone. Cooper's on the overlap, as we know he likes to do. He's getting a chance to cross it in, which he does. He can only cut it back to a Colchester player, and Fleming pulls him down. Free kick to Colchester in their penalty area. Yeah, I would agree with that, mate. I would agree with that. Yeah, very, very true, mate. My best mate keeps reminding me of that. Very, very true. But we're sitting and watching, so it'd be nice to be entertained, wouldn't it? I know it's more about the minutes and the fitness, but it would be nice if we could see a couple of goals at the same time. I've caught the sun again today. I've got hell of a tan. Hell of a tan. Huh? Give it. Yeah. Scott Malone. Back to George Long. Hutchinson now. The line's looking to build from the back. George Evans. Cooper. Hutchinson again. Mitchell with plenty of space to move into. Gives it to Evan. Oh, it's Hutchinson again. Hutchinson again. Malone. Into Fleming. Come on, what you got, big boy? Little step over, little roll his foot over the ball. Beautiful. Mitchell tries to find him again. He gets cut out. $343 is still in the live stream. You're Brazilian. Love it. A little bit. I did see Stephen Reid left Forest, and he used to get really bad anxiety and stuff during games when he was playing and when he was coaching. He's taken a different career route. Good luck to him. He's a good guy. Come on, Lions Lounge lockdown. Couldn't get his order on for about 20 minutes. He came. I was shitting myself, and in the end, his miss had to come in and try and sort it out for us. We got there in the end. God, Mitchell goes all the way back to Long from inside their half. Colchester's half. Long clips one Long. Straight to a Colchester player. I mean, I know these games are about fitness, but at the same time, you want to start playing well and getting your passing crisp and scoring a few goals. And can we do that now with Fleming? No, his ball's cut out. It was never going to reach a Lafay anyway. Ball over the top. Heading home by Creswell. We aren't. Mark Paris, how are you, mate? I'm drinking Star O'Promans. I've drunk both of them and I'm out in a minute. There's another 10 in the fridge. Colchester coming forward again into our area. Cooper stands his man up. Fired across goal. Great block from Cooper. Colchester player tries to keep that in. I think it went out and I think it'll be a corner. No, goal kick. Lovely. Felician Orchestra. Dan's got a Brazilian. Yeah, this guy's in a guy. Brazilians in this chat. Good luck to him. Not very good. It's not been a good game. And I won't lie, fair play to whoever travelled tonight. I'm so glad I didn't fucking bother driving right there. Of course, we haven't played at the Den for a long time. Next 2 games are at the next 3 games are at the Den. That's a really good ball. And here's a Lafay in the area. Left foot strike across the goal. Didn't do Tanto any favours. It was on his left foot. And he sort of fired it across the goal, but it was never going in. It was only going, well, it's actually gone off for a throw. What do you make of that? You got bad old hay fever and you're drinking Carlsberg. Carlsberg's my birth beer. Can you call it a birth beer? When I was like 16, my old man would get an Indian, and that was the 31st I started letting me have like a couple of Carlsbergs with a takeaway Indian. Malone into Fleming. Oh, lovely little trick round the corner. Didn't quite come off. Joe Holloway. There you go. It's a blast from the past. Are we still playing 5 at the back? I'll be honest, I'm not really sure. It's not a very good game. Probably should know that, shouldn't I? Because I don't commentate on it. But we did start with 5 at the back. There were shouts. We've gone to 4-4-2. At the minute, we've got a free kick. There's about 20 minutes to go in the game. It's not been a good second half at all. The lines were good for the opening 15 minutes. Scott Malone's got a free kick out wide, in line with the edge of the box. Left foot, whips in, back post, good delivery. Headed back across, but I see a flag go up. And it was either offside or a foul from Sean Hutchinson. And as a result, they will get to start the game all over again, Colchester. Lewis Chapman, another blast from the past. Who wins the Husky Derby next week? It's got to be us, isn't it? Who saw Husky trying to have a little bit of banter on fucking Twitter? There's going to be more fans from whatever their team's called than there is Millwall. Well, they probably will because it's their cup final and it's not ours. George Long. Great with his feet long. So he's one of the few players that have played well tonight for me. With that good second half double save and his general distribution. I like the look of him. I think he'll be Bart's replacement. Long diag. Can Lafay win it? He did win it, but he couldn't direct it. But he's going to get a second bite of the cherry. Honeyman's in the box. It's been cleaned up by Danny Mack. Oh! Fleming likes to try the fucking acrobatic, didn't he? We know that from the goal he scored last week. And he sort of jumps and does... Who remembers Paolo Di Canio's goal against Wimbledon? He's just basically tried that. And it's currently halfway down the A12, but it was worth a go. Still, as I pictured you, I pictured Rolnick. I pictured it. Not enough pace in this squad, says Baz Lee. You're the boss, Baz. You're the boss, brother. $353 people in the live stream. And, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it on your Friday night. There's still about 15 minutes to go, at least. 15, 20 minutes. Bit of injury. Probably 20. Let's try and impose ourselves on the game. And again, I know people saying it's all about fitness, but you want to get the rest of your game fucking ironed out as well. Danny Mack's just shanked a pass. Back to Long. It hasn't made his target, and it will be a corner to... Sorry, it will be a corner to Colchester. Oh. We need Shackleton or Malumbi. We're not getting Malumbi, mate. He plays for West Brom, signed on a permanent deal. Shackleton, we got told was coming in. As of yet, he's not here. It's going to be a corner for Colchester. Right foot in swinger, headed away nicely by Cooper. Really big, strong header out for a throw on. Colchester going to get things moving quickly. Danny Mack on the ball to Billy Mitchell. Mack again. Mitchell again. Mack again. Come on, boys. Try and get the pitch a little bit. Creswell, he does fizz the ball lovely. I bet he can do a lovely chop across the grass. In a minute, it's back with Long. Millwall playing it out. Well, not really out. It's playing it around the back. And eventually, it's hoofed clear, only as far as halfway. After some good pressure by the hosts. Clip back down the line. Nicely won there. Nicely won. Who was that? You can see. I think it might be Murray Wallace. No, it's Cooper. Oh, that's nice play, that. That's really nice from Evans. Lovely. And then he loses it eventually. Don't overdo it. Yeah, 4 players called George. George Evans, George Long, George Honeyman, George Saville. Colchester coming forward again. Honeyman's had enough of this. He goes over to try and rattle someone. Didn't need to. Their player felt the pressure, passed it, panicked, conceded possession. Mitchell ends up with it. Now Fleming's on the ball. Oh, Fleming's just done the worst pass I've ever seen. He went to pass him. He just sort of stood on the ball, but it just rolled about a centimetre. And Colchester now back in possession. I just realised, obviously, it's not behind closed doors friendly. There don't seem to be many people fucking there from Colchester. No, you're not. Yeah, I have got a little bit. And I'm not, yeah, no, you're not alone there, mate. Not a fan of Evans. But I think everyone's been as bad as Evans tonight. He's only just come on, to be fair to him. He does seem to love to give the ball away, doesn't he? Malone tries a little bit of a chazzy one. It comes off as well, does it? No. It looked like Honeyman was going to get there. It was intercepted by Colchester. And we must be 7:30, 8:15, 8:30, 9:15. Still about 15 minutes left. Still about 15 minutes left in this game. And we're retaining the audience. Still 353 of you are in the stream. I would love to see him. Would love to see him. He has been told he can leave on loan, hasn't he, from Southampton? I just can't see it, mate. I just can't see he's going to come to us. Bradshaw, I don't know where I think he's injured tonight. Not sure. Fleming is useless, says John House. Fucking a bit early for that, John, isn't it? Yeah, agree. That's what I think of the game. I don't know if you heard that. Sorry if you did. Yeah, agree. 100%. 100%. In fact, I'm not saying I don't want this Jamie Shackleton. If he was to get Shackleton, then surely we don't need George Evans. We have so many players that can play centre midfield. It'd be ridiculous. Long on the ball. This is fucking long. Hutchinson. Creswell. McNamara. The Bermondsey Burkamp. Nice ball. Switches it. Jay Cooper's travelling. Just chill, Cooper. Just chill. Oh, my God. He just kicks it straight at the goalkeeper. It was a cross, which he sliced at the outside of his boot. And it's... Yeah, you're right, Charles. Let's give the man a chance, though, to settle. He's very young. Liam Delap could be a little player as well, striker. Son of monumental throw Rory Delap. Remember him? For as old as me, or older, you definitely will. Loose ball, bobbing around in the midfield. Mitchell's on it. Malone. Into Alafe. Millwall playing it around, but they're going backwards. Back with George Long, who's been left a little bit short there. Smashes one downfield. Nice touch that by Fleming. Takes out the air nicely. Lays off Mitchell. Mitchell finds McNamara. Honeyman's gone on a mad run. Really good run. Breaks the offside trap. Cuts it back. Oh, what was Fleming doing there? He didn't connect. Sort of stumbling as he hit it. Mill still with a chance. Billy Mitchell edge of the box. Clips in. Alafe with a header. Not a bad header, to be fair. Long way out. Header was the only thing he could do. And he heads it straight into the hands of the Colchester Cat. Adrian Serio did have a great throw. And it just reminded me, Adrian Serio came up in the Andy Marshall interview. And I don't know if you've watched it. He said, I said, what about him? And he went, oh, yeah, I think he had a few issues. And he ended up going back to where he came from, Canada. Now, he didn't tell me the issues, but he did tell me off camera, and it's actually fucking hilarious. And I can't obviously say, but if you see me in the ground, come up to me and ask me, I'll tell you. But I'm not saying it on camera. Fleming, edge of the box. Shots blocked, picks it up again to White and McNamara. Some of the stories I've heard off camera, Lions lounges, will always have to stay with me, of course, but Gavin Maguire told me a story about him, Terry Erlock, Keith Stevens, going over Tower Bridge in a car. It's one of the best stories I've read in my life, but obviously I can't share it. Sorry, guys. When will this pain end? Cool, if you've gone to fucking Colchester tonight, I sympathise with you. I believe not. Not sure. Well, they haven't announced it, have they? So I would say breaking play again. It's going to be a Colchester player going off. Mine sexist. We should be thrashing the likes of this mob. Charlton beaten 4-2. Well, look, back-to-back wins and shock. It's looking like it's going to be back-to-back clean sheets. So I think Rat will be pleased with that after shipping 5 against Palace. But yeah, not one for the long-standing memories. This game, is it? Let's be honest. Come on, let's see what's their name up in lights and there's fuck all's going on in the game. Evans on the ball, passing through the lines to Honeyman, to Malone, Mad Mike, Ricky Fenton, Zampa the Lion, Michael Heisman, Aaron Diggins. Nice play from Honeyman. In at Tanto's feet. Tanto turns. Back to George Evans. Ricky Fenton again. Here comes Jake Cooperman rolling towards the edge of the box. Into Fleming. Fleming lays off Malone. Malone! Unlucky, boys. Corner. Gin Krakow sixpence. Wes Fishlock. That's got to be Wesley Fishlock, isn't it? I know you, I'm sure. Pat Hanlon. Arthur Sleep. Martin Sexton. Pat Hanlon. Zampa the Lion. Arthur Sleep again. Jamie Choate. Pat Hanlon. Marcus Place. Phil Sharples. Rob Biles. Gin Krakow sixpence. Terry Newman. Danny Chappell. Carl Bracey. Pat Hanlon again. Corner comes in. Scott Malone. Left foot. Whips up. Oh, it missed that everyone. I don't even know how. Billy Mitchell trying to win it back at the far post. That comes off Mitchell. And there'll be a throw on. Jamie Choate. Terry Newman. Andrew. Arthur Sleep. Pat Hanlon again. Walter Sampaio. Jim Krakow sixpence. Terry Newman. Pat Hanlon. Johnny D. Ashley Hoffman. Terry Newman. 4-4-2. Faney Govois. Jim Krakow sixpence. Walter Sampaio again. Hey. Pat Hanlon. Arthur Sleep. Pete Townsend. Terry Newman. Another player's down. John Sinclair. Ahmed Hussein. Oh, is that the Millwall tune? John Sinclair. Lawrence Whitehead. Pat Hanlon, Terry Newman, fading over again. Michael Heisman again. Arthur sleeps on a fucking hat-trick. Terry Newman, Jim Cracko, Sixpence. There's nothing happening in the game. The ball's not even moving. Don't worry. Pat Hanlon, Danny Chappell. And it's a lot. William Wallace. Freedom. It's all going off, and there's too many to read. Too many to read. And another stoppage in play. Fuck me. George Evans takes it. Great long diag. Great long diag. The Bermondsey Bergkamp's in. Chance to shoot. Cuts to his left foot. Back to Alafe. Alafe shoots. Blocked. Honeyman picks up the pieces. Oh, lovely play from Honeyman in the box. Oh, and again. Seals again for an hot dog twice. Cleared away. Really good play from Honeyman in the box. Double step overs. He seems to be being more advanced here, Honeyman. George Long's come fucking walkabout. Clears one out of play. Throw on. 3-6-9 in the live stream. The Lions still lead, as you can see on the screen, by 1-0. And I really want this game to end. Should I be saying that? You're sitting there watching me. Anyone else really want this to end now? Because I'll be honest, I do. Painful. Back with the Colchester Cats. Do you know what? To the point, I don't think I'm not going to do a full-time reaction for this video. There is no point. There is nothing to say. Other than we won, we got a clean sheet. Not unless someone pulls saying out their arsehole in the next 5 minutes. Decent. Sorry, there. Colchester along the box, into the box, strike. Oh, it's blocked. Really good block from, I think it was Cooper who's still down, and it's sort of the ball bumbled its way through. To Long. He's thrown it to Mitchell. Mitchell does really well. Honeyman's playing really advanced. Nice from Honeyman. Back to Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell's giving it away. Colchester Cat clears it. Kept in. Right on the touchline by Creswell. Mitchell again, long diag. It's a good ball for Tanto. Oh, he tried to allow off the Bermondsey Bergkamp. He's done a couple of things here. Fleming, like the way he swiped for the ball a couple of times. Like he's never played football before. It's really weird. But obviously, he's got talent because of the goal he scored against Thing. But the way he just swung for the ball there, like as if he's never kicked a ball in his life. It's a very good point, Ash. It's a very good point. Cool, it's getting warmer. It means it's getting warmer as well. There you go. I know these games are for fitness. Maybe I'll say that in my full-time match. I know these games are for fitness, but at the same time, you want to iron out the fucking imperfections across your whole game, not just because, just fitness. I tell you what, I've liked Honeyman playing more advanced. I said I thought he was definitely an out-and-out centre midfielder, but looks quite good in that 10, to be fair. Still, 356 of you. You've all been here for fucking ages. No one's left. No one's come in. Very good point. He could very well be. No, listen, I'm backing him. I've seen enough of him to know he's going to be good. But it's just really weird the way he swiped for the ball a couple of times. Like, whoa, what are you doing? George Evans is going to... George Long is going to take the goal kick. Fired over halfway. Flicks on. Tanto gives it away. Good God. The stewards are out, like, making themselves busy, so it must be... fucking, there's a duck in here somewhere. So the game must be nearly ending, is what I was going to say. But a minute, Jake Cooper is on the ball. Jake Cooper is playing left side of centre. I'm still playing 3 at the back, by the way. We've just gone a bit higher with our fucking press. Or our attempt to fucking create. McNamara. George Evans goes for a run. McNamara doesn't find him. He opts for Fleming instead with a switch. Hutchinson, one over the top. It's going to be headed away. Fleming goes to press their right back who clips it down the line. Oh, 2 defenders get themselves in a little bit of a mess there. And in turn, a Colchester player gives it away. And you're probably starting to wish you did actually go and watch Huddersfield tonight. Mitchell. Nice from Honeyman. I really like Honeyman. He's just sharp. You're just so sharp already. That's a good ball over the top. McNamara trying to get the wrong side of his man. It's been defended by Colchester. Did they go for a corner? Tell you what, he done really well there, the defender. He managed to keep it on and then kick it off Danny McNamara to get the throw. That's my barn tonight. I need another haircut already. England are 4-0 up. No, England aren't playing. I think you mean England women's, but it doesn't really count. No one gives a fuck about women's football. Fleming on the ball. I could play and still be the best player on the pitch and I can't run anymore. Fleming into the area. Nice. Jake Cooper. Cuts one back. Oh, there's lots of bodies in there. Edge of the box. Evans with a strike. Nearly takes the stanchion out. But instead breaks 3 plastic seats in the north bank of the Colchester end. It was there to be hit, to be fair. It wasn't far over. It was unlucky. And he had to get through a lot of bodies. Yeah, actually, I'm slagging off the women. I'm slagging off the women. The women fucking, this has been horrendous to watch. But look, if we played England's women tomorrow, we'd beat them 75-0. But they think we don't know. No one gives a fuck about women's football. Daggers. Good pace from Tanto. That go on, Olafe. Forcing a Colchester player back towards his goal and then his goalkeeper. The goalkeeper clicks it long. And please, someone end this fucking hell. Just honestly, just all go. Go now. Please turn off because if you all go, that means I can't go. Bad Nasher. I love Dan. And fucking more people joined. Oh my God. I want to go home. I've got nothing left. At this point, I wish it had fucking real bullets in it. Come on, let's finish on a goal. Nice ball from Mitchell. Honeyman. Got some really good positions, Honeyman. Malone. Left-footed cross into the box. He deflects. Because Scott Malone hasn't beat the first man all night and now he's done something else. Which please. Get in. The game's over. Thank God. As you were, all go and live your lives. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the support. And thanks for the donations. And women's football shit, no one cares. Please subscribe to Lions TV. I'll see you at the den on Wednesday if you're going. Come on, you Lions.